Hi, beautiful. Over the next 4 weeks, you're going to learn 12 exercises to help improve your lunge. The lunge is one of the most important functional movements that you want to master. There are so many ways that it's incorporated into your everyday life. Think about each time you get up and get down, or you push and pull, or when you want to slow your body down, or give it a change in direction. So it's not just about strengthening your lower body or improving your balance or your posture. It's literally improving the way that you function in your everyday life. And of course, with the mobility and strength in your lower body, it helps to reduce the risk of injury to your ankles and knees. I mean, that all sounds like pretty good stuff, right? For the 3 exercises you're doing today, you're going to want a foam roller and a dowel. If you don't have a dowel, you're welcome to use a broom or a mop handle, that's fine. I'm so glad that you're here with me, taking time for yourself. Let's get started. We're going to start with the foam roller. You're going to be rolling out your quads, mainly where your quads attach to your iliotibial band. You're going to roll out your right leg first. You want to start right at the top of the hip, like where your pocket would be in your pants. And you're going to gently roll forward and backward there just a couple of times. And then you're going to begin to roll down the thigh. Just a little bit at a time, rocking back and forth as you roll, taking it nice and slow. You want to roll from the top down to the knee, but obviously you don't want to roll directly on your knee. You may notice little speed bumps as you roll back and forth. That's normal. You may notice some areas feeling tighter than others. That's fine. You can always roll out a little bit more in the area that feels tighter. You want to roll as slowly as you can so that you can get deeper into the muscle. If it seems really painful for you, it's possible that you're using a roller that's too dense. You don't want it to hurt so much that you won't do this, right? So you can always purchase a softer roller, which will make it much more manageable. When you're done rolling out the right side, you're going to go ahead and switch and roll out your left. Again, starting at the top by the greater trochanter, where you would have a pocket in your pants, rolling back and forth there a couple of times, and then start to roll down the side of your leg. When you notice a spot that feels tight, you want to stop and roll back and forth on it, noticing those speed bumps, rolling as slowly as you can, all the way down to the knee. Of course, don't roll on the knee. Again, you want to try to roll as slowly as possible so that you can get deeper into the muscle. It will be more effective. And when you're done, you can come up to sitting and you may even notice the difference right away. Next, you're going to go into an ankle mobility exercise. This is where you're going to want your dowel. You're going to place your left foot in front in a nice narrow stance, right leg behind. You want to make sure that your right foot is in line with the back of your hip. You want to align the dowel with your 4th toe, really anchoring down into your left foot. You're going to drive your left knee forward as far as you can, just to the point where you feel your left heel wanting to come up off the mat. And then you'll come back to your starting position. You want to make sure that you keep your body nice and upright as you do this. You want to do as many reps as you need until you feel an increased range of motion in your ankle. And when you're ready, you can switch sides. You're going to place your right leg in front, left leg behind, making sure that your left foot is lined up with the back of your hip. You want a nice narrow stance, but you do want to be able to stay upright in the body. Anchoring the dowel in line with your 4th toe, driving your knee forward on the outside of the dowel, going as far as you can, right to the point where you feel the heel wanting to lift up off the mat and then come back to home base. You want to do it as many times as you need until you feel that increased range of motion. You may feel a stretch in the low calf right by the Achilles tendon. That's normal. It's good. Increasing that range of motion, yeah? After you've done the amount needed to increase your range of motion, you're done. Nice work. Next, you're going to go into the bridge. You're going to lay down on your back, knees bent, feet flat, hands down at your side. You want to start by engaging deep in the abs, hollowing out the belly, going into a coccyx curl, imprinting your lower back onto the mat. And then you want to peel one vertebra at a time off the mat as you go up into the bridge, opening up the front of your hips, feeling your glutes engage as you anchor down into both feet as evenly as possible. At the top of the bridge, making sure that you're feeling your glutes more than your hamstrings. That's very important. And then on your next exhale, you want to come down one vertebra at a time, keeping the back of your neck long, your shoulders open, hollowing out the belly, finding that coccyx curl again before coming back into home base position. And then you're going to repeat that. And you want to do as many bridges as you need until you feel that your glutes are really fired up and working well, and that your hamstrings are working synergistically with the glutes, but your glutes are the dominant muscle. You want to feel how all of that comes together. So again, do as many bridges as you need until you feel like your glutes and hamstrings are working optimally together. It may be different for each of us, and that's fine. Do what's best for your body. And once you feel like your glutes and hamstrings are working synergistically together, you're going to go ahead and add in the knee fold. Standing on your right leg first, you want to do up to 30 knee folds for each side. I've broken it down into 2 sets of 15, but you can break it down in a way that's best for you. I've also chosen to come down after doing each side to give my body a rest, to reset, to make sure that I'm keeping really good form. I recommend that. It's a really nice way to set yourself up for success. As you're doing the bridge with knee fold, you really want to anchor down into that standing leg, trying to open up that standing leg hip, really feel that glute turn on and engage. You want to feel that glute working more than your hamstring. You can always play with how high your bridge is. The higher it is, the harder it is for your glute, so you can decide for yourself what works best. You want to try to keep your pelvis nice and stable, so you got to use your abs as well, using your exhale to engage navel to spine. You should definitely feel that burn of the booty. And after you've done 30 reps for each side, you can go ahead and stretch out your glutes. You're gonna cross your right leg over the left, pulling into your chest, shifting your knees over to the left a little bit until you feel that stretch get into your right glute. You wanna be here for at least 30 seconds, really giving an opportunity for your muscles to release into the stretch and recoup some of their range of motion. Stay in the stretch as long as you need, and when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides, crossing the left leg over the right, pulling into the chest, shifting your knees over to the right a little bit, feeling that stretch go into your left glute. With each exhale, just gently trying to hug your thighs in closer to your chest. Please be here for at least 30 seconds, giving your muscles an opportunity to release. Tight glutes can lock up your hips, which then can lock up your lower back. I don't think you want that, so it's good to take a moment to stretch out the glutes. And then that's it, you're done. All right, you did it. That's awesome. Today you worked on mobility and strength, which is awesome. Both are vital key components to making the lunge successful, especially that ankle mobility. Your feet are really the only anchor points that you have with the ground most of the day. So the more movement and mobility you have in the ankles, the better you move in your entire body. I really encourage you to keep increasing your ankle mobility. I recommend doing this routine 4 times a week while you're trying to increase your mobility and build your strength and endurance. Remember to modify any exercise as needed to suit your body's needs, and you can build your strength over time. It's okay if you're not doing 30 reps today. Do what feels right and safe for you. It's so important that you honor where your body is at. Remember, form is more important than quantity. This way you can stay injury-free. Okay, so these exercises should keep you pretty busy for the next week. And I will meet you back here for part 2, where you learn 3 more exercises to help improve your lunge. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Special shout out to my Vital 7 stars. Thank you for making this video possible.